Hey guys, this week's show, big tackle, big rods, big line, big fish. Going after muskies this week. And you know, before we get started, this whole show is basically like a muskie fishing 101, the basics and getting into muskie fishing. You know, there's a lot of stuff on the market that you can go buy that you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you're just gonna get started in it, you're not gonna know if you really like it or if you can even handle it. Start off small, buy good equipment at a reasonable price, and you're gonna get the ticket. You're gonna be able to tell if you like it or not, you know. So the whole process for today is we're gonna be moving and covering a lot of water, but more so we're gonna be focusing on the basics of muskie fishing. And the real simple basics are good lures, good locations, and fish. You gotta have fish. So, and you could throw time of year in, but that kind of goes around with locations. So what we're doing today is I got a bucktail on. This is a Hook and Look Lures bucktail. This happens to be my Guide Series bucktail. It's a really good bait. You got a good amount of lead on it. You got good flashaboo. Smaller blades, which is different. Everybody's throwing 10s now. You can get away with these smaller blades. They're easier in your hands. Fish eat them. They love these things. And then what I got it spooled up with is a 200-pound test leader. These are handmade. They don't make these this short in stores. I like the short leader. I get better figure eights out of them. 80-pound Power Pro line or any kind of braided line, but you must have at least 80 pound, especially when you're starting out, because when you're starting out you're going to get a lot of rat's nests, you call them, birds nests. You're going to have some problems casting unless you're really familiar with bait casters. So 80-pound minimum, because that's going to allow you, if you do cast and get rat's nest, your $20 lure is not going to go flying. So when it comes down to rods, this is a Hook Look Lures muskie rods. This is their split grip model. They're really affordable rods. For the beginner, this is the rod that I recommend. It's really cheap to get into it. You can spend upwards of $500–600 on a muskie rod, and you're not going to get any better quality out of it than what this guy's got. You can find these on his website at hooklooklures.com or look them up on Facebook. But these are definitely the way to go to start off with. They're cheap, they work really well, and they hold up really good. As far as reels go, make sure you get a good reel. That's the one thing you do got to spend some money on, is make sure you get a good reel, because your reel's taking the abuse day in and day out, cast after cast after cast. So spend the money on a good reel, you'll be happy. So the whole plan for today is basically going to be covering water. Muskies are top of the line predators, so they could be shallow, they could be deep, they could be anywhere in between. And it's your job as the fisherman to find out what that is. So we're going to go through a few different things today, and we're going to see a lot of fish. I think we're going to do pretty good today. It's a good night. So basics of today is just moving and covering water. That's it. It's as simple as that when you're starting out. Just cover water and the fish will tell you what you need to do. So I'm going to get out there and get one. Come back. There she is. Got him. There's a good fish. Oh, come back, girl. Okay, there we got her. That was a little bit of a runaround on the net. Not very good on my part. Whew. We have been trying for that fish. We've had a lot of activity today, but the amount of fish that have been really active to the point where they're coming in and crushing a bait has just not been there. The weather's helped us a little bit. Look at that, she got herself out. Good job. The weather's been helping us out a little bit today. We got a nice fish to show for it. We worked hard for this one. Remember, when you get these fish in the net, you can see how she's thrashing. Watch that hook system there. You don't want one of them in your hand. It's going to end a beautiful day in the lake. So when you do it, just do it nice and easy. Let's see what she's got here. Perfect. And that fish came on my Lockjaw Guide Series Hook and Look Lures. It's a jointed bucktail. It makes for a lot better action when you're doing figure eights. Plus the bait never gets bent up, and you know, if you get a straight wire bait. Good little bait. Small blades on it, throws off good vibration, easy to cast. You can work them nice and deep, and it works. We got a nice one in the net. Cool, I'm gonna get this girl out. It's a pretty nice fish. She's not very happy. Come here. There she comes. All right, look at that girl. Beautiful fish. Early fall, guys, is the time of year for nice muskies. They're active, they move up shallow. She's got a pretty paint job on her. She's gonna try to flop a little. Whatever you do, hang on to them. Look at those teeth. These are a fantastic fish to catch, but in order to keep this fishery alive, we gotta get them back in the water pretty quick. Get her over the side. And they're usually fairly easy to release when you put them back in. Just make sure you don't pump them. Just hold them up nice and steady. When she's ready, she'll swim right out of your hands. There she goes. Thank you, girl. It was fun. Perfect fish. She came up, when they come in real slow like that one did, she wasn't in really aggressive when she was coming into the boat. But what I did is when I came around, she started to fade off and kind of slide away from the boat. And a lot of times what you can do is take that bait and plunge it and go right in front of their face and up and around. I did that, she swung right up, smoked it, she ate it, she loved that thing. Whew. That was a lot of fun, guys. Get some bucktails, fall's coming, move some fast. Cover a lot of water, throw some bucktails, throw some top water, throw those baits you can cover a lot of water with. You're gonna come into contact with a lot of nice fish. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next week.